What is up, guys? It's your boy Torius, back again with another video. I don't know why I was talking like that, but let's get into it. Oh no, wait. Today's topic is, can girls and guys be friends? So smash the like button, comment below what you think about it, subscribe if you're new, and with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so can girls and guys be friends? I would like to know, guys, comment in the comment section if you think that they can, and then comment if you think they can't, right? Because look, all my life I've been friends with girls, right? I ain't no stranger to being friends with girls. I ain't no stranger to not smashing hoes, right? So I understand the dynamic that girls and guys have, obviously, because the thing is, when it comes to friendship, right? The thing is, because people used to tell me all the time, girls, like a guy won't be your friend unless he finds you attractive. And I feel like girls won't be friends with dudes unless they find the dude attractive as well, right? In an aspect of, this dude looks good, right? If the dude looks good, then they will be friends with them, right? Because no one likes to be friends with people who they think are ugly, right? It's funny because today I had met this girl. She was super cool. I really fuck with her, but to be honest, I didn't think I could be her friend because she didn't look that great, right? And I know that's super shallow, and I know that's super damn, that's fucked up. But in all honesty, bro, I couldn't be her friend because she don't look that good, right? I don't want to be seen with a person that don't look good, right? The thing is, a lot of times I could be friends with a lot of girls, but I don't, because they don't look good. And I know that sucks, but that's just the reality, right? So I feel like that's why I'm in a predicament where it's like, okay, I'm not being friends with a lot of people, but whatever. Basically, what was I saying? Yeah, so I couldn't be friends with a girl that don't look good. You feel me? She gotta be some type of attractive. You feel me? Like, she gotta be at least a little bit. You feel me? Like, at least a schmidgen. You know what I mean? You feel me? She gotta look the part somewhat. You feel me? Like, she gotta at least look a little bit. And it's not to be vain or nothing. It's not to be like, oh, this or that. It's just, that's just how it is. It's like in life. So when I was a young boy, right? When I was a young man, let's say around high school age, I used to try to be friends with girls, right? I used to be friends with a bunch of girls. And what happened was, I tried to be friends with a bunch of girls, right? But I never ended up getting no play from them. I never ended up getting no play, right? So the thing is like, I would always end up getting friend zoned, right? I would always end up getting friend zoned, and I would hate that shit. I would be like, oh, I would profess my love for the girl, and then she'll be like, oh, but I see you as a brother, right? And I'll be like, oh, and I would always see it in cartoons and shit too. Not just cartoons, but like shows. And I wasn't really fucking with it, right? I wasn't rocking with that. So then I started listening to YouTube dating and shit, and like YouTube advice. And they would always talk about how, like, oh, you gotta smash a girl. Like, the only way to avoid the friend zone is, like, the only way to not be in the friend zone is to avoid it completely, right? That's what they would always say. So they're like, let your intentions be known. Because the thing is, I had because I was always under the assumption that you had to wait like 3-5 years, be friends with a girl for like 3 or 5 years, and then you'll get married to her, right? Like, you'll start dating and then you'll get married to her. Then I came to the real world and I realized, oh my goodness, you know what? That don't work. You gotta smash these hoes. You feel me? Because all the girls I smashed, I wasn't really friends with them like that, right? Like, we might have dated in a sense that we went on a date, as in we hung out at my crib for like 20 minutes and then we smashed, right? But then I wasn't really like friends with them. We don't talk today, right? And I remember my homeboy told me this, right? he said, because like there was a time when I was only talking to girls and smashing them, right? I was trying to smash every time, right? And then my homeboy was like, stop trying to smash all these girls, man. They're not supposed to be just for smashing. They're supposed to be for loving, right? Like, you're supposed to love them and cherish them and be their friends. And I was just like, damn, I mean, that's not what the dating coaches say. So whatever. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna be friends with a girl, right? And the thing is like, I started talking to this one girl. I already knew her, but we started hanging out and we started doing a bunch of stuff. Like, I would always be just chilling with her and her homegirl. We'd just be chilling and shit. And then one day, we ended up kissing, right? And I was like, oh, okay, I guess it works what he said. To be friends with the girl first, and then, you know? So then one day she came to the crib, right? And then we were like, you know, smoking or whatever, and we went into bed. Like, we went to my room, right? And then we were like chilling in my bed, and then I was like, oh, let's, you know, whatever. And then she was telling me like, oh, well, you know. So I was like, damn, so she's not really with it. And the thing is I was so tired, and I could tell that she drains my energy, right? So I was just like, damn, she was like, I'm too tired to do this, right? And so I wasn't really like making no moves or nothing. And the thing is like, the thing is, she was like, oh, you know, normally I would just say yeah, but this time I don't want to say yeah because I gotta go to work or some shit she said, right? And I was just like, oh, all right. So the thing is like, after that, it was a little awkward, and then it made me realize, like, you know what? All this friend shit don't work, right? Like, I was smashing more bitches when I was just smashing them, right? So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna just keep doing that. Like, I'm not gonna be friends. Like, he told me that you should be friends with girls because if you're friends with girls, then they'll introduce you to more girls, right? Like, one girl equals more girls. So the thing is like, it'll give you an abundance mentality, right? Because you're like, oh, I'm friends with all these girls, so, you know. But the thing is, I'm listening to this book, right? It's called Iron John, right? By Robert Bly, I believe. And in the book Iron John basically explains how like this dude, there's a story in the book, right? And it says how this dude, he always hung out with girls all his life. Like, all his life, he would always just be hanging around with girls. And one day he had a dream, right? Like, all his friends were girls because he couldn't accept male energy. And one day he had a dream where all his girls friends were wolves, right? And he was a wolf too, and he was running with the pack of wolves, and he gets to a lake, right? And when all the wolf girls look into the lake, they see the reflections, right, of their faces of the girls. And when the dude looks into the lake, he sees no reflection. He sees nothing, right? And I thought that was so crazy. I was just like, damn, that's so powerful, because I understand, right? Like, I get it, because it's like he looks into his reflection, and he doesn't see shit. He don't see nothing. You feel me? Like, he doesn't see anything, and it's like, you don't see nothing, right? And it made me think about me, because when I was in high school, I would always just hang out with girls, right? Because it was mostly because I just wanted people to see like, oh, damn, he knows a lot of girls. And it kind of worked, because dudes would ask me for relationship advice. I'm like, damn, dude, I don't know. I'm friends on this motherfucker, right? And what happens is that, like, I would always hang out with girls, and I would find their company a lot more better, right? Like, I love being in the company of girls, of my girlfriends, because, I don't know, they always talked, right? They always had something to talk about, and I just love the conversation, right? And then there was days that I couldn't hang out with them, so I had to hang out with dudes. And the thing about hanging out with dudes is, what would happen is that they would just be like not saying nothing, right? It would be so, I would just be kind of bored, and all they would do was just slap each other, like, right? They would just be slapping each other, and I was just like, I'd rather hang out with my homegirl, right? And me and my homegirl would talk all the time. We never dated, we never did nothing. I'm pretty sure she would smash me now, right? Because the thing is, I was talking to her when I was a little virgin boy, and I didn't have no game. But now, since I have, you know, I understand, I could smash now, you feel me? But back then, I didn't fucking know. So what happens is I was always hanging out with either of those two, and I saw both sides, right? And I preferred hanging out with the girls, because you know I love being around that feminine energy. Like being around masculine energy was kind of like repulsing to me. You feel me? And it reminded me of the story. Like it made me think of the story. Like damn, dude didn't really know where he was coming from because he was hanging out with the girls, and he didn't know who he was. You know. So can boys and girls be friends? I feel like dudes are only girls' friends because dudes are feminized now, right? It's literally just the feminization of men. Men are supposed to be friends with dudes, not necessarily girls, right? Like you could be a friend with a girl, just like you don't have to be friends with a girl. Just let her know your intentions. Like I intend to make you my woman. I intend to have sex with you. Take her out like whenever you're hanging out, right? So flirt with her. And the thing is like because I also had one other homegirl. I forgot to mention her, right? And the thing is I remember I was gonna smash, but I was gonna try to smash. But my homeboy said, nah, you shouldn't do that. You should be her friend. And I was like, all right. So then I beat her friend, right? And the thing is she made me feel real bad, right? She would always make me feel bad, and she made me feel like less of a man all the time. And I'm just like, damn, like being her friend kind of sucks, right? And I don't know, it was kind of a weird relationship. Because the thing is, I don't know what happened. I don't even want to talk about it, to be honest. So with that being said, like the video, comment below what you think about the video, subscribe if you're new. If you have any more questions, I might make a part 2 to this, because I don't like making the videos too long, because then when I gotta edit them, then I gotta spend that much time listening to them, and I don't want to do that because I got so many to edit. But yeah, like the video, comment below what you think about it, subscribe if you're new, and with that being said, send me an email. You can send me an email, fuck it, at 6fit interviews. Follow me on Instagram at 6fit interviews, at Torius, and I'll send me a question and I'll make it into a video and answer it in a video. So that being said, this is guys, appreciate all y'all. Gang gang.